So I have just come back from watching. I think Marvel is 100% back and the Fantastic Four is a certified banger. So like I did in my Superman review, I'll break this down into 3 sections: the positives, the negatives, and the overall thoughts. I'll actually give a brief mention of my overall thoughts now because I really want to talk about overall just a little bit. We'll go further in later. Overall, like I said, I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10. The same exact score I gave Superman. I give this movie an 8 out of 10 for different reasons to Superman, as we'll get into later on. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So let's get straight into the positives first. Movie is definitely one of the best looking Marvel movies ever. Like, the movie is gorgeous. The retro futuristic vibe, like they were so smart to go with a completely different Earth, a completely different universe per se to the current Marvel universe, because they could just go all out. I mean, the set design, the retro futuristic vibe, all the colors popping. I mean, I just love the fact that comic book movies, this and Superman, they're just leaning into that exaggerated style. The colors are popping, all the comic book sci-fi shit is just going out, no realism, just going crazy. And I'm so happy for that. The movie's CGI is beautiful, its scale is beautiful. Now that I'm talking about scale, I actually just want to say that this is a spoiler review. Please do click off if you haven't seen the movie yet, because I'm going to go all into the Galactus scenes, all the plot details. Well, not all the plot details, I'm not going to do a plot summary, but like the cool plot shit and the really cool scenes I enjoyed. So just beware if you haven't seen the movie yet. But yeah, holy shit, Galactus in this movie was so scary. His scale and his weight of him, just like, he didn't just look big, like he felt like he had a huge weight and scale. Like, shit was shaking and rumbling everywhere. Everywhere he looked and moved, it just shook. It was like an earthquake happening. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of goofy, him just stepping around, bullying buildings and smiling and shit, like his mum just sent him off to school like fully packed up in his little suit. I did find that kind of funny, but it doesn't change the fact that the effects, aura, the feeling of like, shit, we're cooked if he gets here, like that feeling of an incoming threat, like Thanos in Infinity War, like holy shit, if he comes, it's over. Because like the way they built him up, it's just so scary, and the way he's done in the movie is brilliant. So yeah, the scale, the CGI, the coloring, the retro futuristic vibe in this movie is perfect. 10 out of 10. Well done to Matt Shakman, well done to the CGI department, well done everyone involved in making this movie look as beautiful as it does. Secondly, another huge positive, the absolute brilliant casting of this movie. Okay, I know this Pedro Pascal fatigue shit has been going around. I will never be on that boat because I love Daddy Pedro, I love him, he's great in everything. But yeah, people have noticed that like, oh shit, I'm tired of seeing Pedro Pascal and everything, but guys, genuinely, he's really good as Reed Richards in this. In fact, everyone is brilliant. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm is brilliant. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm is brilliant. But my favorite and low-key the heart of this movie is Eben Moss Backrack as the Thing. Holy shit, he was so awesome to watch. Like, just the scenes of him just strolling through the city. Everyone's like, oh hey, what's up Ben? Say the thing, say it's clobbering time. And him just walking through saying hello because he knows everyone. Strolling through the streets, buying cookies, just looking fresh in those fits, by the way. Like, damn.
He got that shit on though.
Like, I really enjoyed the Thing. Like, honestly, for my opinion, he was the heart of this movie. Him and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, they were both absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed them. But as a whole, the whole cast was brilliant. Everyone looked perfect. No one looked like goofy and corny in the movie. Everyone really fit their roles. And this is why I was saying, like, this is an 8 out of 10, the same as Superman for me, but I have different reasons for making an 8 out of 10. Like, the plot and story of this movie is way more cohesive and like less crazy and messy than Superman. Like, it flows naturally, like shit goes and goes. So we start with the first 10-minute montage, which is amazing, by the way. The first 10 minutes of the movie that start with Sue realizing she's pregnant, and then we get the quick origin of Fantastic Four. We find out their relationships. As we know, Superman is very crazy and rushes through that much faster, but Fantastic Four does take a lot longer, actually shows some scenes of their relationships a bit further, and the story progresses quite simply. It goes from there. We get the origin, we get Franklin being born, then we get Silver Surfer Shalabal coming in, which, by the way, Julia Garner really did well as Shalabal. Like, I'm still pissed that they chose Shalabal, but also I'm happy because you ain't matching Norrin Rad from the original Fantastic Four movies. There's no way Shalabal could ever match him, but yes, she does really good in her own right. And her scenes with Johnny are quite cute. They are quite nice. The way Johnny makes her remember what she's done, what she's fought for, what she caused by letting Galactus go to all these planets, and how she has the change of heart and sacrifice herself. Really nice development for the Silver Surfer, and a really brilliant chase scene. That scene was one of my favorites in the whole movie, probably my favorite scene in the movie. When they go visit Galactus on his ship, then they escape running away because Galactus is so scary and he wants Franklin, and then they run out and Shalabal is chasing them through black holes and stars and shit. Some really good stuff. And yeah, overall, those are positives. Really enjoyed the movie. Story flows cohesively. All the cast is great. Great villain in Galactus. Really good stuff. But that also leads me into the negatives. can be quite slow at times. Like the second act, like where after Franklin's born and the Silver Surfer has come and told them and they ran away from Galactus, shit does kind of slow down. Like we're there, we know the threat, we know what they have to do. Like the movie's like basically done there, the story's kind of finished there, because we know, okay, yeah, Galactus is coming, Fantastic Four's getting ready, bam, bam, bam. And I know some people did think, for some reason, I don't know why, people were like, holy shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, will Galactus just munch their universe? Like, guys, do you really think the Fantastic Four are just gonna let their universe get munched and then they're gonna run away to the MCU? Do you seriously think Marvel would do that? That's why I kind of had like no suspense. I was like, oh shit, okay, I know what's gonna happen now. Because the villain and his motivations get introduced early on. We know everything that's happening, we know the whole plot, and then we're just waiting for them to find a solution. They're talking, they're discussing shit, and then the last act happens. So the story is quite linear and basic in that sense, which I did find myself kind of bored sometimes. But I was like, oh, okay, because I know what's gonna happen. So yeah, the story does go quite slow there in some scenes for me personally. That's why I found some negative parts. That was one of the only few negatives I could find in this movie, because the movie is really, really strong, really, really well made. Not many other negatives I can even find or think of right now off the top of my head. Just that main story and the thing about Shalabal not being Norrin Rider. But you know, we'll pass on that, because my aura farming king, hopefully he gets to come back in that actual MCU, please. Which are the only nitpicks I have, not many, just a few, because this movie is really, really strong, and overall I really, really enjoyed this movie. Of course, we have to talk about that crazy post-credit scene with Sue reading Franklin a story, then she goes, takes an eye off him for 1 minute, and Dooms is there with his mask off. RDJ Unk's there, we don't see his face, we see him holding the mask, and like near Franklin, Unk's just there reading him a bedtime story. Like, how did he sneak in like that? And there's a really cool Easter egg. I don't know if there's any other Doom Easter eggs in the movie. Really cool Easter egg where at the conference the Latveria seat is just empty, which is funny. I really, really like that little nod. So does that confirm that Doom is from the Fantastic Four timeline, or is he from another timeline? I'm not too sure, but overall really, really loved the movie, really, really enjoyed it, would definitely recommend it. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let's have civil discussion in the comments. I will be replying to all of them, so let me know what you thought of the movie. Please like, subscribe, and I love you all.
With a two-step, yeah, she know I'm gon' get it there. The way she move her body, yeah, she know just what she doing here. She don't mess with anybody, nah, not a single person here. Whoa, got a bill, baby, why'd you bring your person here?